What is up, gamers? I got bad news for you. This is obviously depending on what you consider to be bad news. I wouldn't necessarily compare it to a tragedy. None in particular, I just wouldn't do that. But in my own personal experience, it's not great. So, sorry to say. This episode is going to be a little rough if you're watching it on YouTube. If you're watching it on audio, and by watching I mean watching with your ears, so listening is what that would be. If you're listening to it on Spotify, this is all going to seem like nonsense. But if you're watching it on YouTube, sorry to say that we had some technical difficulties. That's right. My camera, one of the cameras, the camera that was on me, decided that it wasn't gonna record any of the video. So all of the video of me and Connor is from the wide shot, so it's freaking really blurry, and I'm sorry to say that it's just gonna be blurry this episode. My bad. Bad news right off the bat. Sorry to start the podcast on a down note, but that's just how it is sometimes. Just gotta roll with the punches. And today I got punched in the face, virtually. Yeah, let's just go to the episode. Goodbye, guys. Bye.
I do think that. I don't strike you as a stable.
I'm not a teenage girl anymore.
I don't strike you as a stable person.
There's only one teenage girl on the...
You gotta survive the pod.
I can't. I fell asleep at the game today.
It's time to catch your second win.
Hey, I don't blame you.
During halftime, I took a nap.
I don't blame you. You're at a Michigan game.
Oh, football.
Oh.
And it was a blowout, so it was kind of...
Hey, well.
The game.
It's still a Michigan game. Boring either way, right? You know what I'm saying?
You were at a Michigan game? Did you...
dating a loser?
What?
I think he was just motioning to the people.
You became self-aware that we're on camera now.
No, that's what I was asking before. I knew we were on.
We don't acknowledge the cameras here.
No, I do.
Sometimes we do.
Breaking the fourth wall. Mostly me. It's mostly me when I'm not paying attention to the conversation.
No, I like stare at the camera sometimes, to be honest. I like, just like...
Yeah. You guys think that...
Once in a while. You know?
It's true that you're always being watched?
No.
Government style?
I don't think so.
No.
The government...
As a follower of Christ?
Even if the government can see through my phone, they're scared of me.
I don't mean as God always watching you.
Yeah.
Are you always being watched, period?
You think the birds are cameras?
Yeah. The pigeons.
The birds work for the bourgeoisie.
The pigeons.
Yeah.
The pigeons.
We've talked about this.
Yeah, we have.
Birds are such a weird thing. How do they do that?
I used to have a pet
How
fly.
do they just flap their arms enough that they're suddenly
Their
in the
wings,
air?
not arms.
The video that I
Our
sent you.
wings
you know,
arms. That's a question.
I think they are. Are they not?
Or that they were like, Adam just named everything so good.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
How did he see a blue jay and was like, that's a blue jay?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, what language
Well,
did he
Yeah,
name it in?
I don't think that Adam spoke English personally.
Yeah, I don't
But
think
he had to
would.
name all of the creatures.
Yeah, in the language that he spoke.
Yeah.
And that was translated.
Whoa.
Into blue
was
jay. So somebody else named it a blue
Into-
jay.
Wait.
The bird
How did
language.
they translate a language into another language
Into a different
to
word.
start off?
So it's because they didn't just translate it into another language. Somebody else came up with their own language. And then they were like, well, what word do we say that's kind of like your word? And then that became a translation.
So somebody was just born and they spoke English.
Somebody was just born and had to figure out how to communicate with others, and so they built a language.
Whoa.
Yeah, it confuses me too, don't worry.
Well,
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
also confused
Right.
about it. Because cavemen? What is that? They don't know anything?
They don't know how to communicate.
They were born of stupid?
I guess. Right?
They just have...
People
with
of
the
the cave.
dinosaurs. With the dinosaurs. Right?
like the way that we're just like talking right now so fluently, and then we just all understand each other.
I'm pretty fluent in
Yeah.
Spanish.
But if I was born in a
In
different
Spanish?
country,
Yeah.
then I would be fluent in something else, but
Pretty
I just
fluent.
wouldn't know how to speak English.
Are you
I'm
actually?
pretty fluent in Spanish.
No way.
¿Cómo estás?
Say something else.
Muy bien.
He answered his own question.
in his own conversation.
Sí.
Okay, you had one Spanish class in his whole entire life, and that's all. He had Spanish 1 and then didn't even take Spanish 2.
Two semesters.
See.
Yeah, 2 semesters, but
Mi
not 10
hermano.
years.
Yeah.
Hermano.
Yep. El Taco.
Bienvenidos de Estados Unidos.
Sí.
Churro.
Do you know what I said?
Sí.
No.
Just said welcome to the United States.
Okay, Delaney.
Thanks.
Why would you assume that I
See,
knew?
that's the right answer,
Huh?
right?
Why would you assume that I knew?
Because
Right to me.
aren't you in high school Spanish?
You
No.
told me you were good at
Oh.
Spanish. Wait. She told me she was good at Spanish.
I didn't say that I was good at Spanish. I took 2 years of Spanish.
Okay.
I didn't say I was good at it.
So she took high school Spanish.
Yeah, but I don't remember it. That was at the beginning of my high school.
Oh, did you not keep taking it?
No,
I took
had
Spanish all through high school.
I
Like, I
had
never stopped taking it.
Spanish 1 in 8th grade. So I got high school credit
Oh.
for
I didn't take
for
Spanish.
doing it in high school. For doing it in
Yeah,
German.
I did that
I
with
take
history.
You
I did that
German?
with health, gym, and the
You know some German?
first credit of Spanish. And then I took
9.
my second Spanish class, Spanish 2 in freshman year.
Yeah, I did it with math and history.
Oh.
Okay, we've got 2 separate conversations going. That's gonna be
Okay, what's happening?
crap
Right
to edit.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
I'm so confused.
Sorry, guys. I watched a video today of this guy crossing the border. He like climbed over the fence, the Mexican fence, Mexican-American fence,
Yeah.
and dude just hopped the wall and started running. And everyone was cheering, and then they just let him run through.
Hey.
have I told you the story that my tour guide told me about
Props.
the Berlin Wall?
Probably not, right?
I don't know.
Well, he definitely haven't told you, Connor.
Well,
That's why I said that.
I was talking to Max. Have I already told it on the pod?
I don't know.
yeah, they weren't talking
Okay,
to
so
you.
let me tell you a story.
Okay.
I once
You
visited
bugging.
the Berlin Wall. That's in Berlin, Germany.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what the Berlin Wall is?
Separated the
I'm guessing it's
Germany
a wall,
into
right?
2 different
Yeah.
countries,
It separated Berlin into the west side and
Okay.
the east side
2 different
sides.
branches.
Which side were you from?
What side are you on?
Well, we called ourselves East Siders the whole time we were there, but
West
our
Side
hotel
Story?
was on the west side.
You know what else is an East Sider?
Anyway, my story is
A sub from Buscemi's.
Okay.
that you weren't allowed to cross the wall, but a lot of people families were separated, and so they really wanted to cross the wall. But the soldiers were like given orders to shoot anyone, shoot for death,
Actually,
anyone that crossed the wall.
Okay.
So this one guy waited until everyone had gone to sleep. He worked in this office building near the wall, and he waited till everybody left, and then he snuck up to the roof where he built a zip line to the other side of the wall. And his cousin or something had a truck that the zip line was connected to on the other side of the wall, and he zip lined to the other side with his
that's
whole
impressive.
family. And then
That's impressive.
yeah, he took his whole family with him.
On what? Wait,
And-
one trip on the zip line? One trip?
No, multiple.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Wait,
So-
how'd they get the zip line back up there?
That's
Though?
industrial.
They all
They
had
just
their
throw
own.
it?
They had a metal bar.
Oh.
They were all just holding onto a metal
Like
bar.
hangers?
Yeah.
Were they held down the whole
So-
entire time?
But
Well,
they
Kevin.
asked.
That
Kevin did
reminds
it
me
in
of
Home Alone.
that reminds me of Home Alone.
Yeah.
Oh,
You just said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin.
Yeah. Exactly.
crazy.
Right.
But they asked the security guard because he was working in an office building. They asked the security guard why, how he didn't see anything, and he was like, "No, I did. It was crazy impressive." But he did nothing about it. He just watched because he
Security
was so
guard would
impressed.
shoot?
Wait, they're
Yeah, he
supposed
was
to.
supposed
They're
to.
still supposed to shoot today.
But he was just so
No,
No,
the,
the wall came down.
the wall came down a long time ago.
Oh.
In the 90s?
Wait, then how were you
Question
at the
mark?
Berlin Wall?
Huh?
How were you at the Berlin Wall?
They still have pieces of it up, but it's down.
My teacher, I took German, and my teacher was she was there when the wall came down or something.
Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't a crazy long time ago,
Yeah, it wasn't.
but it was it was before us for sure. But
Yeah.
there's bullet holes all over the wall, all over.
Oh,
Is
the
it
pieces
now-
that are still there?
Now, is it when you say wall, I imagine blocks, stone blocks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I can show pictures of it.
Like
Was
those
it a
huge-
fence?
those huge
But
stones.
they did an art project where they had different artists come and paint it. So now that's a bunch of murals.
So it's still kind of there,
Yes,
parts of it.
they left parts of it for memory purposes.
Okay.
Let's see if I can find it.
Imagine building that
way too
wall.
Yeah, for real.
Imagine
apparently,
being tasked
apparently
to
it
build
went
that
up
wall.
super quick. It was an overnight thing.
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of like in
Or
the
you wake up
Simpsons.
and there's
But-
a wall in your backyard.
but-
There's a wall and your house is no longer there.
It was a fence more when they did it. It was a barbed wire fence.
Okay. Yeah.
And then
okay.
the rest of it they built as.
In the Simpsons movie, they were putting the dome over Springfield, and this guy was deciding whether or not he wanted to stay in the dome or get out, and then the dome just crushed him.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't think that's what
sucks.
happened with the wall,
You guys
but
think
It didn't
barbed
go
wire
that
hurts?
fast.
No.
How do you get
What'd
caught
you
by
say?
barbed wire?
Caught?
Yeah, how do you do that? Does it hurt? You think?
Yes.
It does hurt, I think. I watched a video of a guy that covered a trampoline in barbed wire and then jumped onto it.
So
So
apparently
it can't
it's
hurt that bad, right?
can't hurt that bad, but I think it would still really suck.
Yeah, true.
So that's the wall.
Oh,
that's
okay.
like height of wall.
Wait, that's it?
It's
That's
yeah.
it. I could run up that
I
sucker
could
in
be-
one.
Yeah, I was about to say I could box jump that if I wanted.
That's it.
That's it in
Hey,
proportion.
show the camera. Show the camera.
It's,
Just so
I'll
you know.
put it up later.
Oh, you could get over that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like,
saying. With a zip line?
but if
Like,
people
I
are
thought it
shooting
was
at
like...
you.
Other
I thought
sections
it
are a
was
little
tall,
bit higher.
tall, like-
I thought it was like the Great
insane.
Wall of China.
I thought it was like watchtower tall, like where they had like the. I just imagined like the little watchtowers, and then it was like.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, that's decent, but it's
This is
not impossible
this
to
is
get
a
over.
mural
Not
on the
gonna do
Berlin
it.
Wall of somebody jumping over the Berlin Wall.
Oh,
Wow.
that's a good painting. That's like my type of painting. I used to paint like that back
you're an
in the day.
artist. I don't know.
I am an artist.
Have no clue.
Can we put up a few pictures of his art?
Yeah,
Sure.
I got a few.
What are we supposed to be talking
Silly
about?
I think it's
Germans.
time to just hit the intro.
Okay, let's hit the intro.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
Hey y'all, we potting
Hey, what up, gamers?
and non-gamers.
This is the Have Fun Podcast. Welcome back to the Have Fun Podcast. Has it been a long time since we've done this? I feel like I'm rusty.
We post weekly, so they have no clue.
Yeah, who knows? All right, this is the Have Fun Podcast where we bring on our friends and interview them like they're celebrities.
And these are our friends.
And this week you're here with me, a host, Max. Also, sometimes I go by the moniker Papa Cap.
Indeed.
Never before heard.
And also a
Not
host.
No one calls him that.
Is me. I'm Delaney, and I feel like I haven't been here in forever. You keep potting without me.
We've done two without you.
Must have got that $5
Yeah.
cash app if you know what I'm talking about.
And I've got some opinions on those pods.
Good, we're here for it. And let's introduce our guests. Introducing, in the right corner, the male equivalent of
Wait, I'm on the left.
the
That's definitely
female
the
that's
left.
also on this couch. Is that a fair assumption?
Introduce yourself, Tummy Tum.
You just
I
did.
am Autumn. I'm a former returning guest star.
A returner.
And
The people asked for more, and we brought you what you wanted.
I don't know if anyone asked for me to be on the podcast.
People
we
asked
did.
for more.
We're the
Who,
people.
you?
We're
Yes.
for the people.
Okay, yeah.
And we are the people.
Nice.
Who watches this podcast?
We the people.
Me and Max.
We get 2 views a week, and it's us. It's each other.
Yep. Sometimes I leave a like.
The
Sometimes.
purpose of this is to have fun. And who's supposed to be having fun?
Just us.
And
If
the
you're not
guests.
having fun, don't watch.
Hey,
Yeah, it's weird if you're not having fun personally, but like,
facts.
so then go.
And let's introduce the male. Male, what's your name?
Stop
I
giving
go.
other people your mic, Max.
I
Sorry.
go by Connor.
He actually goes by Connie Baby.
No, I don't.
He goes by
they
Loco.
call,
He does not go
they
by
call me
that.
Connor.
Nobody calls him
Depending
that.
on
Really?
where,
I call
depending
that.
on where I'm at, depending
you
on where
don't.
I'm at, they sometimes call me Lil Cobb.
Lil Cobb on the streets.
Low cuts.
I've heard that.
If you know, you know.
Or
If you know,
corn.
you know. If you know, you know.
I've heard you're also a returner.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also a returner. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's talk about it.
What?
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that because
Ba-dum-bum-bum.
you were on the episode. What was
Last
it?
week.
Okay, so here's the thing. I haven't seen last week's episode. I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard about it, and I heard that it was a neighborhood takeover.
Yeah, it was a boys takeover, and it was also
Not
neighborhood
just
boys.
neighborhood, but I'm not gonna say the word after.
Okay,
If
so
you know, you know.
here's my opinions on the neighborhood takeover. One person on this couch lives in said neighborhood, and yet 2 people on this couch were in that episode,
Controversy begins.
Hey,
and neither one of those 2 people live in the neighborhood.
I do it.
This feels like a personal attack.
Yeah, I mean,
He's considered a neighborhood boy,
What
but
can I
Connor simply
say?
does not live in our neighborhood.
hey,
I, however, have for the past 11 years.
11.
11 years.
11.
we're all from the neighborhood. Am I right?
Yeah. In spirit, we're all from the
Except for
neighborhood.
you and you.
Well, I was the host. I didn't say I was the neighborhood boy.
No.
Yeah, are you
no,
a neighborhood
no.
boy, Delaney?
No, they never include me.
I think Delaney should get put in their
Wow.
neighborhood boy group chat.
No, because I've taken all of their phones and changed the group chat so
I don't
many
think you
times.
want to be in that group chat anyway.
I definitely don't want to be in that group chat.
Nah,
That was kidding.
definitely not. You should see what's in there.
No, you really
I
shouldn't. Nobody should ever see their group
I'll
chat.
show you. It's funny.
That is funny.
What do we have for them today, Max?
Let's first of all give some verbal awardage. Might I verbally award both of you?
What?
Can I verbally award y'all?
Yeah.
Okay, Autumn,
Sure.
first of all, I'll give you the first award as the first returning guest.
Yay.
Let's give her a round of applause.
Wait, she's first?
Yes.
Yep. Because she was on first.
All right.
Yeah.
And let's give Connor his award. First back-to-back guest.
Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
We should have brought them like prizes.
Prizes.
I give him a verbal award.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very verbal.
Right here.
And we got
See ya.
clapped for.
See ya.
We had an audience.
It's right here.
Yeah. And the live studio audience went absolutely nutso.
Appreciate it,
They went
guys.
crazy.
What do you guys think about having a real live studio audience? I'm not asking you, I'm asking the people.
Yeah, would you come over? There's not that much. There's standing room only in here, but we could make it work.
We have one chair. If you pay extra and be a VIP, we have one extra. Oh, two? That one can't really turn around though.
Only if you pay me, though, right, guys?
Connor, listen. You've already been on the pod twice. I'm not fist bumping for you that.
Hey.
No, that's
Haters
disrespectful.
gonna hate, am I right, Mac?
Haters are gonna hate. You're
Yeah,
right, Con.
Thanks.
I think it's the woman in me.
Probably.
What are you saying?
I simply hate men.
Oh.
It's interesting because
Okay.
I've said the opposite of that.
This is not an anti-women podcast.
This is not an anti-women podcast.
Is this an anti-men podcast?
Sometimes.
What?
Wow. It sometimes is an anti-men podcast.
Max,
up with that?
Max is our
Sometimes it's all
Alan.
men.
No diversity.
No, but Delaney, don't you agree that Max is our Alan?
Alan.
I feel like he's our Alan.
I don't think so.
Really? Who would be our Alan then?
What's an Allen? Is this like a
It's from.
wrench?
I don't know if we have an
I
Alan.
don't know. Not a consistent
I have no
Alan, at
idea.
least. We have like.
Nah, they
I feel
bug
like
me.
Anderson's more Alan than anyone for
I don't know.
myself personally.
Okay, explain what it is.
Yeah, let us know.
Alan
Barbie movie.
from Barbie.
He likes women.
He
Bruh.
doesn't. He's just there. He's
Oh.
just friendly.
He's friends.
Oh, it's
The
It's
guy
Ken's friend, Alan.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah, I watched that one.
Yeah, I know. We all watched it together, same day, different spots.
Nope, not me.
None of us sat together.
Yeah. The three of us
Yeah,
sat
he didn't watch
separately in the
Barbie.
same theater.
Did not watch Barbie.
Again, I will say, why are you dating a loser?
Are you serious right now?
He's not. I swear.
I just don't believe you. Remember when he told us that he was illiterate?
He can't read.
He did. He asked
I
us how
never
to
said
write
I
a
was
J.
illiterate.
He quite literally asked us how to write a J. Okay, but do you remember?
I asked you guys how you write your J. I didn't ask you how to write a J. I asked you how do you guys write
This
a
is a
J?
private conversation.
No. No.
Guys, we're doing a segment. Surprise, surprise. We planned out a segment on this podcast.
It's almost like we put thought into it.
It almost never happens where we plan out a segment. Let's
Okay.
bring them a segment. Guys, are you excited for a segment?
Yeah, I am.
Sure.
I was asking the audience.
Oh.
Okay, you want to do it?
well,
You can intro it. Delaney, what are we doing this week? Tell the guys what we're doing. The
So,
viewers, I mean.
If you
the
follow
people.
us on Instagram, you may have seen a poll come out. It wasn't really a poll. It was a question. It came out on our Instagram story where we asked all women what questions they wanted to ask men.
Wait, why?
And we asked all men what questions they want to ask women. How about we be patient, Connor?
Will we be
I was
patient,
going to
Ken?
get there.
I'm very impatient.
I see that. So we want to ask you guys those questions.
Okay.
And that's
First
it.
of all,
That's
we'll
the
do
segment.
this. What gives you guys the right to answer these questions, right?
As man and woman.
As a man and a woman. Are you a man?
Yeah.
Are you a woman?
yes.
Okay, you guys have
Wait.
the right to answer.
Qualified.
Depends on the day, actually.
They all qualify. Yes.
On Wednesdays,
passed the
I'm the best
basic-
in the nation. But any other day, I'm just a man.
You've passed the basic qualifications.
So I have a list of questions for men, but I haven't shown Max, and Max has a list of questions for women that
I
he
have some
hasn't shown
questions
me.
for women.
So, well,
Okay.
me and Autumn will answer some questions. Some Max and Connor will answer some questions.
Okay. Sweet.
Who should we start with?
Ladies first. That's respectful.
But like
Yeah.
ladies first on the hot seat or asking questions?
You decide.
Tell
me that's not respectful.
That's
Okay,
very
are we gonna go
respectful.
like every other? Okay, that was weird.
We should do. We should
my
alternate.
headphones
Like,
are-
Alternate.
how many questions are there?
This is
Allowed?
slander.
I have 6. I think.
Okay, let's do like every other then.
Okay. We're gonna alternate questions.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start though.
All right.
So for the men on the left side of the couch. I'm finding my notes.
Yep. We are on the left.
First question is, why do you like chicken wings so much?
Why do we
Chicken
like
wings.
Chicken wings.
Well, see, you can put them in sauce, right?
Right.
Any sauce you want.
Right. Well,
That makes them good. Put them in the air fryer.
yeah.
I love using them in the air fryer.
Why do we like chicken
So good.
I feel as if this is not a question that I need
This-
to defend my gender for.
This was
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
feel as if maybe
Hey, who wrote
chicken
this
wings
question
stand
anyways?
by themselves.
Hey, let's not judge our viewers.
Uh-huh. Well,
Well,
Let me find out
that
who
was
wrote
just a
this
starter
question.
question. We've got some better ones coming.
oh, it was a low ball. I just feel like chicken wings are just loved by all. It doesn't matter the gender.
Right.
I would
It's
say.
like if you go to a restaurant and there's nothing you want there, you can just get like chicken and fries. You know what I'm saying?
Universal.
Yeah. Like maybe you wouldn't want to get messy. Maybe that's why they're men food.
I feel like wings are messy.
Yeah, usually they are. Unless you
Well-
eat them with a fork, but
Yeah, who eats wings with a fork?
yeah, see, see, you're
Wow.
making you're like
Whoa.
all right, maybe I do have an opinion on this.
This is such a dumb question.
hear it.
Actually,
If they're boneless at Buffalo Wild Wings, I do be eating them with a fork. But those are like chicken nuggets. I'm not like
Yeah.
if there was a bone, I wouldn't be using a fork.
But you don't use a fork for chicken nuggets.
Well, I do. Like
You're telling me
McDonald's?
you go to McDonald's and you get
no, I don't know.
exactly.
I go to
you
McDonald's
don't.
and
They're
I
for
get
your
I
fish.
don't.
extra
yeah.
straws sometimes, just in case mine crack.
That doesn't have anything to do with the conversation.
Whoa.
Well, I do at Wendy's. I think.
was
I think I
just
do use a
saying.
fork at Wendy's.
Did you see my slushy cup?
I think.
No.
I dropped my phone on it earlier. Broke the lid.
Okay, do you get extra lids
Wah.
just in case you crack your lid?
Yeah, Connor, are you prepared? Do you have an extra lid in your
Do
car
you get
by
extra
chance?
lids? Because Delaney needs
Usually I don't crack my lids, so
one. Okay, but like
That's a
you're not
common
prepared
problem.
if it does happen.
Lid crackage. It's common.
Did you just listen to my story?
I'm not that.
Well, I know it happened this
uncoordinated.
one time, but
Oh.
happens a lot.
It's happened to me before.
Oh.
It's like
Not
this
me.
isn't the first occurrence that my lid has broken.
Hey,
Okay, ask some, or should I keep going with my questions?
I've got a man question.
Okay, a man asked question.
I've got a man asked question.
A question from one of you.
That's right, gentlemen. I'll be unveiling the truth here today. I will be taking on the weight of all men.
yep.
These are the questions that we want to know that we're afraid to ask you. And not me personally, but I'm a representative of my gender
Yeah.
in this case.
Same. In this case.
And Connor as well.
Yep.
I represent 25% of men, and Connor represents 25%. I mean 50.
You each
50%.
represent 50% of men.
25.
All right.
Yeah.
50% of you aren't represented on this couch.
Yeah.
What?
If you know, you know.
There's only two options.
If you can tell if you're not represented. Anyways, I got the first question of men. Do women fart? That's the first question on the doc.
We're
There's
asking
no
Autumn
way.
first of all, but
Okay.
Me?
yeah, you're on the hot seat, hun.
No, you both have to answer.
I'll answer. No.
Yeah, I
don't.
don't think so.
Okay, well, you don't really get to answer because this was a
Oh.
question for the women.
Yeah, we don't get an opinion.
I'm 50% and Delaney's 50% of the women that are
Okay,
represented
sorry.
here. So
I do have
my
a theory.
50% does
Because
not.
all women are represented on this couch. I know that only
Yeah.
50% of men are represented on this couch, but all women.
All women.
Okay. That's fair.
What do they think this is?
You're the one who said 25% of men.
You wanted to be 25%, and so you represent 25% and 50% of
They also gaslight 50% of men.
25% of men gaslight women. 25% of men gaslight their
25%
girlfriends.
of men
This
Gaslight
are gaslighters,
100% of women.
and 50% of men on this couch are gaslighters.
This 25% of men gaslight their
What can I
girlfriends.
say? Gotta do what I gotta do. No.
You gotta do what you gotta do
Right.
sometimes. You got to.
Right.
You got to do what you got to do.
Okay,
So you guys do? No, or
I
don't?
said no.
We do not.
I literally think they don't. Connor, what do you think about this one?
I don't know. No opinion.
Okay.
There's no opinion.
Here's what I think.
Again, this was a question for the women.
I know, but I just have a theory about this one. I think that air escapes, right? I think that there's a gas escaping. I wouldn't necessarily call it a fart, right?
Oh.
Because when you fart, it hurts, right? It's painful.
I don't know.
And loud.
I don't know.
And it's when you look at it in slow motion, it's like this. If you look at it, it's
Like that?
It's like.
Oh yeah, I did that in slow mo once myself.
But have you heard that men are apple shaped and women are pear shaped? You heard that?
I love pears.
Well, yeah, that's natural. That's a God's given fruit for you.
Oh,
for us
yes.
as
I have
children.
heard this.
I think
This
that it's
theory.
that
Wait,
the
I
way
don't- I
your
don't get
bodies
it.
are shaped,
Wait, I don't get it anymore.
they're not naturally designed for the
The
sound to erupt.
the theory is just women have wider hips
And yeah,
For
yeah.
childbearing.
for childbearing.
Yeah.
Hips don't lie.
Yeah, and so the gas just escapes easier without any loud eruptions and noises.
Oh.
Yeah.
I get
Thunderous.
what he's saying. I get what he's saying.
I'm just gonna agree with you,
A reptile.
but I will say that noise is not coming from your hips.
Hips don't lie.
And I am now going to go on to my next question.
Don't lie. That's true.
Hey.
They don't.
They don't.
Okay.
That's what I'm
Should I
saying.
find another?
Let's give us a men question.
Let's go.
Men
I've got a
question from
couple.
the women.
Yep.
I feel like maybe a few men wrote some of these questions.
They're sneaking in.
They're sneaking
They're
in,
infiltrating.
They're infiltrating our gender.
but I'll ask them anyway.
Oh man.
So your
Okay.
next question is, are men, or do you believe that men are funnier than women? And
You were literally about to say yes.
and why?
And why? This one we get a lot in our society.
I was gonna say we've never done this before. This is a first time segment.
Do I think men are funnier than women?
And why?
Yes. You should hear some of her jokes.
This isn't are men funnier than Autumn. this is are men funnier than women.
Oh my god.
Yes, they
I like
are.
to think I'm kind of funny.
I am really funny sometimes.
Yeah.
Don't look
Yeah.
at me like that.
Here's what I think
Let me-
as a man.
I'm really funny sometimes. You just don't hear some of my jokes.
Sometimes the funny ones are the quiet ones.
Sometimes the funny ones are just
They're the ones we say about you when you're not
not
here.
jokes to you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not talking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what I think as a male.
You have
As
to-
a
you
comedian,
have to tell me some of
I
your
can
jokes.
speak on this, I believe. I think that when people think of funny people, they're thinking of stand-ups. Okay?
Interesting take.
And there's way more stand-up in
He's saying
men
Matt
stand-up.
Rife.
I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, there's more men that do stand-up than women, right? I think that the people that think that women are funnier, are you guys listening?
I'm listening.
Yeah.
The people that say that women are funnier or are not funny are like specifically talking about stand-up, and stand-up's like a like an analytical art, right?
I don't know if I agree. Okay, I guess it's not a question for me.
And men are more. No, you feel free to weigh in, but let me get my point across. But men are more analytical, right?
Analytical?
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? Analytical, like talking.
Yeah, just
Point of origin.
they be analyzing.
Analog. Oh,
They be
analog.
analyzing.
They be analyzing.
They
Men
be
be analyzing,
analyzing.
right?
I do.
And but like when you're talking about comedy acting, like funny actors, I'd say it's pretty split because you got like Kristen Wiig.
I'm talking just
Melissa McCarthy.
day to day.
Just
Look at your
day-to-day.
friends.
Normal people.
See, when you're talking day to day, I think it's probably split down the middle.
Yeah.
But I think when people are saying comedy, they usually refer to stand up. But you got comedy acting.
think
you
that's
got
just you.
Sketch acting, maybe, but I don't know. I think a lot of bad women stand ups.
Let's hear
There's
Connor's
probably more
opinion.
men, but
On what?
there's not that many
The question.
women stand ups.
Are men funnier than women?
Do you think men are funnier than women, and why?
I haven't really given it much thought.
Okay, give it thought now.
I was kind of just listening to you guys.
Give it thought now. What's your
Thought.
answer?
Give it thought now as a man. 50.
25.
55%
25%
man.
of men
25%
think
men.
that.
Survey says.
Depends on the scenario.
On this couch, do you think men or women are funnier?
Between us two and you two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wasn't the question.
This is a new question just for Connor. On this
Not
couch,
for me, it's
are-
for you, bud.
No question.
No question.
No question. I asked the
What?
question.
You have to
There was a
answer.
question.
Do I think me and Max are
I
funnier
think that
than
was
you
his
two?
answer.
I said on this couch, are men or women funnier?
That's what I just said. Right?
Yeah.
You two are funnier than us two. Do I think so? No.
They think they're funnier.
She steals all my jokes.
I think he just doesn't understand our
What
jokes.
jokes do I steal?
her funny jokes are making fun of me. And then laughing.
That's to you. It's not like to other people. Like, I can be funny.
Yep. Yeah, I think you can be funny too.
You guys want a question from men?
Yeah, let's hear what the men have to say.
Okay.
The men of the world, the men of the pod.
Do you guys want a lowball one or do you want straight for the gut?
I think I'm gonna build up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why do women gossip more than men?
That's a good question.
I'm interested to hear this because I have no idea.
Me either.
I think it's because girls, like, especially in, like, school and stuff like that, like, if you have, like, a piece of information, people, like, girls value it higher than guys do. And so it's like if you have a piece of information that makes you like more valuable, I guess. And so it's like if you spread that information, like girls like you feel it, or like you feel important, or girls like make you feel important if you have other information that they don't. So it's like if they're hearing about something for the first time, then they like are like, oh, why did you get told that over me?
It's a social currency.
Yeah,
I think
and
it also
it's,
has
like,
to do
yeah.
with just like women are more emotional than men, and like
And men are more analytical.
possibly. So when women are gossiping, they're like talking about the emotions of an event. They're like not just like if I was just to state the facts, I'm not gossiping. I'm just telling you what happened. But I'm telling you about like what happened, why it happened, the emotions that were going on in my head, the emotions that were going on in their heads. Like I think it's like emotional intelligence in a sense, but also just that emotions are more important to women.
Definitely,
I
I think
agree with
that's
that.
true. Do you feel emotionally impaired
Me? What do you mean?
in general? This is not asked by anyone. This is asked by me. Do you feel emotionally impaired?
Emotionally impaired? I don't know.
All right, well.
On a scale of
Just
1
me,
to
I
10,
guess.
this is also just me. On
Okay.
a scale of 1 to 10, how emotionally intelligent would you consider yourself?
you talking to
Emotionally.
me?
Is this like how,
Just both of you.
Emotionally intelligent?
Yeah.
what you mean by this is do I feel emotions or do I know about emotions?
Like scale of 1 to 10, like how do you like,
Emotional intelligence is like understanding emotions.
Well, yeah, I understand them all.
like why you you understand and can like feel your emotions, why you're feeling that way, and like
And also like can see them in other people.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I can't see other people. Well, more of this.
He's
can't see
simply
other people.
blind.
I can't see other people.
Other
He's
people's
so
emotions.
narcissistic that other people
we
just
need to
don't
see,
exist in his vision.
I think we should see other people as emotional.
Like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
I think I've answered my own question here.
I have a rope. I have a serious rope on my own emotions, but other people's, I don't think I have the empathy to take a shot at me personally.
So like fairly low,
On other people, yeah.
which is
But I'm in
it's
tune with
all
my
in
own
one.
self.
Okay. I mean, I'd rank you somewhere mid then.
Okay.
Okay,
Alright.
let's see what the people had to ask you though.
Most people rank me mid, so that's okay.
Okay, this is another one kind of level to the last question. I'm just gonna ignore that statement. Connor learned the soundboard already. Max struggles with that every
The
episode.
delay of.
This question is pretty level to the last question.
Okay.
But do you believe that men are stupider than women? And why?
It depends. What do you think is stupid?
I can only read you the question. I can't tell you what it
generalizations
means.
just like-
I didn't write them.
I don't think we're stupid because I think we know what we're doing when we do it. But
That is stupid.
I mean,
Yeah, I think that almost is more stupid.
Depends on what it is.
That's
are we
what
talking
stupid
about
is.
like? Are we talking about like test scores stupid, or are
No,
we talking
we
about
can't,
like?
I just read the question. That's all I can tell you.
We don't know. We didn't write the
I
questions.
think what you might be thinking of is ignorance.
Yeah.
Ignorance is not knowing, while stupidity is knowing and going against it anyway.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess. Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's no right answer.
So yeah, I would say men are stupider than women because they'll know that something's wrong. Like I know that I'm not supposed to step in front of a car. Yeah, maybe I'll come up with a different scenario. I know I'm not supposed to.
No, let's go with that scenario because the other day I was driving on campus and I was going to park and some guy jumped in front of my car as a joke.
Oh, you were on campus. He was trying to get that cash flow.
Well, I was going really slowly in the parking lot, but he jumped in front of my
He's
car
paying
and I
attention.
was like seriously considering hitting the gas. Just to scare him a little bit. But I had
wouldn't admit that.
I had no idea who he was. So I didn't do it.
Holy moly.
To answer your question, I don't know. I
To
forgot.
answer your question, I don't know.
I think they are because they will know like that something. To
I think
do
they
is
know
stupid, they'll
something
do it
is
anyway.
stupid. Yeah, exactly.
I be doing that all the
But
time.
like
90% of the time.
Like
On-
intentionally making the wrong decisions.
Yeah.
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 But on paper, I think men are smarter than women
Like it's not stupid
That's
if you
a hot
don't
take.
know.
in certain
right?
subjects. In certain
Name
subjects.
one.
Math.
But you're not stupid in math. You're ignorant in math, right?
No, I'm good
So
at math.
you-
No,
think-
he's saying
Oh, you're
that
good at
he's saying that men
So
are
you-
smarter
you
in
think
math.
that men just born
With
like,
math.
men,
Talent.
No.
you think
I'm pretty.
that men
I
are
think
inherently
I
smarter?
think I'm better than
in math.
all of you guys at math.
Really?
Yeah.
That's personal intelligence.
That's a hot
though.
take.
I don't
It's
think
not
so.
I don't think you
generalized.
know me.
I don't care.
You don't
Okay.
know me.
I think I
You
could.
don't want to know me.
If me and you went 1-on-1 in a math contest, I think I would beat you.
But that's not what
that's
this question
not all
is.
women though.
This
Yeah.
is 50% of men, women, and 50% of men.
No, but like being real though, like
Come on. I am being real. What? I don't. What is that face?
Are you guys gonna break up?
Yeah.
Right here on the couch.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
This is just another little side story about math. In 6th grade, I did all of my math work too fast, and then my teacher would have me go around and tutor the other kids.
I did that.
But then that got boring.
should not
So
do that
instead, she made me go out in the hallway and finish the rest of the curriculum book by myself. But I finished that in a week. So then she had to give me the 7th grade curriculum book, but I finished that too. So then I started doing the 8th grade one. And then I had to test out of middle school math in middle school. But I had done all of the curriculum books in 6th grade because my teacher just got bored of me and sent me in the hallway.
Never be good at something you don't want to do.
Yeah.
So true. I hate math.
Hey.
Let's ask another question. Is this one from me or from you?
No, from you.
Okay.
That was my question. Are men stupider?
Yeah, and I think they are.
we just got off track.
Yeah.
50% of men say that men are stupider than women. Survey says
Survey says 50% are correct. What 50%? World may never know.
you decide.
Okay.
All right. I got
Ask me a question, Max Xavier Jude.
Okay, this is a
Can
question.
I full name drop?
Sure, if you want to.
Ask me a question, Max Xavier Jude.
Okay, so this is a question from men to women. Why is it so hard? and and don't shoot me.
Keep it real.
I'm simply the messenger.
Yeah.
Why is it harder for women to be friends with women as opposed to men being friends with men? Boys.
Okay, I've been talking
As-
about. I've
as
been actually discussing
I
this
would
recently,
say.
but I feel like I should let Autumn
Boys.
take her take.
I feel like it's harder for like girls to be friends with other girls because like there's I don't know, some girls view other girls as like competition. You know what I'm saying? It's like not even just like over men, but just like who's better, who has like more friends and just like stupid stuff like that.
More drip.
Yeah. Sure. Whatever you want to say, but I
Okay.
feel like another just thing with how society views people.
I've been having a discussion with my friends lately that I think men and women view friendship differently. And I feel like men just make friends so quickly. like women have to know you. Like Autumn and I are friends because we've gone through so much together. She's like knows so much about me, like has been through the ups and downs. Like we're not just acquaintances, we're friends. Where I feel like every acquaintance a man has, he considers a friend.
Yeah. I can totally agree with that because it's like people or guys will be like, oh yeah, my buddy from work, my buddy from like this summer camp I went to 5 years ago that I never talked to, but if they saw them in real life, then they'd be like, oh hey, like they just saw them yesterday. Right. And so it's like
that's not your friend, that's your coworker.
Yeah, my accomplice from work.
Accomplice?
Yeah, they're accomplishing the job.
My accomplice.
You mean acquaintance?
My accomplice from work.
I'm just gonna start calling my acquaintances my accomplice. What is it? Wait, what is it? My
accomplice.
My accomplices.
Actually, wait, I thought that was the right word.
Accomplice is like you're an accomplice in a murder.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it's mostly. It's mostly
That's
crime,
an
but
extreme.
It's like if you were doing something wrong and somebody is helping you, that's your accomplice.
Yeah.
But why does it got to be wrong? See,
I don't know. Let's look up the definition.
If me and Connor are building a house for the poor,
exactly.
say we're building a Habitat for Humanity cul-de-sac. Me and Connor.
Yep.
Wow.
We're
Very
hammering
specific.
nails. We're holding up wood. We're painting wood.
I think
Together.
I can do that.
We're framing.
Your accomplices
We're climbing
in building
ladders.
this house.
We're climbing ladders. We're hammering. We're screwing. We're
OSHA certified.
No, the dictionary definition of an accomplice is a person who helps another commit a crime.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I was wrong. But
were you not OSHA approved to make those cul-de-sacs?
we weren't. We did not get the city
only
to
example it gives is an accomplice in murder.
Okay, that's weird.
Well,
that's
they're
weird.
bugging.
You and your
I guess that's
accomplice
okay.
from work.
Well, they're bugging. How about that?
I mean, maybe he is your accomplice. I don't know. I haven't met the man.
So we couldn't be accomplices.
There was a murder
building like houses for the homeless.
That's true.
Yeah,
For the
but
poor.
I'm not their accomplice.
For the
Unless you
under-
accidentally
less
killed someone
fortunate.
yeah,
while building that house.
yeah.
Once we killed them. Like, remember in Monster House when the
love
lady
Monster
fell
House.
into the house and buried the cement? Mm-hmm. Who's the accomplice? The house? The ghosts? She's the ghost. Who's the accomplice? The old man? It was an accident. No one's at fault. But he built the house over her.
Then there is no accomplice. If he didn't mean to commit the crime, he doesn't have an accomplice.
It just
Allow him to
happened.
do the crime.
An accomplice is two people.
It's
like
yeah.
two people that like commit the crime together.
If I killed Connor and Autumn helped me, Autumn is my accomplice.
And I'd be a
Whoa.
witness.
That is a crazy scenario.
Can I get a witness?
That was just
That's me.
the first thing that you thought of when you
Yep.
thought of
Immediate.
me and you accomplice. It's just kind of immediate.
Okay.
Wow.
Well,
I will
think
always help you cover up a murder.
I definitely learned something
Of my
about the word
boyfriend?
accomplice.
Of anybody.
Oh, good to
I
know.
thought that was the right word. Too.
Thanks.
Because I thought, we accomplice, for us to be accomplices, all we have to do is accomplish a task. But I was wrong.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We're not compliant, right?
I think we pretty much answered. the
Yeah, I
question,
think we
though.
answered your question.
Okay. So,
So
is it
it's
your
my turn
Okay.
to ask a question.
Ask
Yeah.
us a question. What do the men want to know, Delaney? Tell us, what do the men want to know about women?
Yeah.
I'm going to
Maybe
ask
it's the
you
other way
what
around.
the women want to know about
Delaney,
men.
ask us what women want to know about men, and we'll answer it.
Okay.
Okay. Here's a real question. Are all men, emphasis on all, are all men emotionally moved by the song Gary Come Home?
No.
No?
25% of men say no.
I thought I was 50.
No.
No. You
We've
said 25
decided
at
that
the
you are
beginning of this.
25.
I will be 75.
No.
No.
You are also
50%
25.
of men are not represented on this
Hey, who
couch.
asked that question? Let me know.
I will let
think-
you know.
I think
Okay.
100% of men are. Me personally.
Okay,
and
so
me
simply
personally-
that isn't 100% of men.
It's just
So,
25.
like,
You're
if I'm,
25.
like-
It's
now.
100% of
25.
you.
So if I'm like laying on my bed and that song comes on, like I'll start crying.
How can you not be
No.
emotionally moved by this
Emotionally
song?
moved doesn't mean you're crying. It just means that you're moved. Like
Yeah.
Moved,
it's just like you are affected by that.
I would move my finger on the skip button.
That song does nothing for you? No. What the F?
Sorry.
Brother, we gotta unite
Brother.
against the common goal.
Hey, just cut
They're
that out.
both claiming to be 100% during this question.
You hate women?
No, I am moved by the song "Gary Come Home." Yep,
You can't change your
I
answer. I
am-
just
I
heard
know-
you tell
no,
Max to
I-
cut that
Honor,
part out.
corn cob.
I'm moved.
I don't think that you should cut that part out, Max. That was
Nope.
his real answer.
And by Max, we mean Johnny.
gosh.
Johnny, don't cut that
Don't cut
part
that.
out.
I can't believe you're not moved by that song.
He's
I thought that all
unmoved.
men were. Have you ever listened to it?
Ooh, the window's
By yourself.
getting a little chilly.
Yeah, it's a little chilly in here.
I think it's fine.
This is nuts to me. Listen, one time, like, first of all the boys are like, remember Alec played a cover of
Yeah.
Gary Come Home, and it was emotionally.
He wasn't there though, so he wasn't
He
moved.
wasn't.
Autumn, were you
by
at prom? Our prom?
Did they play it?
it. Last year?
We played so many SpongeBob
When?
songs
Whoa.
at Max's prom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I went to that one.
Yeah.
Oh, you thought you meant...
I
No,
thought you
Autumn
meant-
and I have never been to an actual prom together.
I know what you
Oh,
mean.
oh, oh.
I heard.
Yeah, but Max and Delaney have been to a prom together.
Yeah,
Well, that's right. I forgot.
we
about
went
that.
to prom together.
I completely
Yeah,
forgot
they
about
were.
that.
It was right
in
out
my
there.
mind. Yeah.
Did you dip her when you danced?
I don't remember.
No,
Could you?
I think
someone else
could
did
I?
that same
I
night.
can.
You could.
Yeah. I've been trained in the art of dipping.
I think
I'm
you
not
should
talking
throw.
about tobacco.
I think you should throw up our prom photo though.
Okay, I'll throw up a prom photo, and also I'm gonna give you a little flag to the vlog if you guys want to watch the vlog.
Oh,
It's right
yeah.
there. Blah, 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 blah.
You can. We're giving you
Where's
permission
that?
to currently leave this podcast and go watch that vlog.
And then you can come back.
Yeah, when you're ready. Cutting it back.
That I was on a road trip with my family, and I was probably 10 years old.
Yeah.
I had a little blue iPod Shuffle, and I had Gary Come Home on there. And it came on Shuffle, and I was looking out the window, seeing the road pass, seeing the cars pass, the trees.
Tears flowing.
And I just got overwhelmed with emotion. I was like crying. I was like looking away, hoping no one would like ask me what's up, you know? Just that song is just transcendent. you
I
know?
think,
it overcomes. It's an amazing song. It deserves everything.
What?
Deserves
Okay,
everything.
let's move on.
All right. You want me to ask you?
I want you to ask me a question. That's your turn.
Okay. Okay.
And by me, I mean us, the right side of the couch.
Okay. Yeah. Do women lack the confidence to lead?
No.
No.
Don't shoot me.
I do want to say,
Simply a messenger.
first time Max did a boys takeover, I did watch the intro to that episode.
I don't remember.
He couldn't do it without me.
We
Are you saying behind every great man?
There's a woman leading.
Oh, you think that women are pulling the strings?
I do.
We're simply the puppets being
almost-
controlled by women.
Almost all of the time. I think if a man is leading, like a man can lead, for sure. But I think most of the time, there's a woman leading that man through life. You know?
Through good and through bad.
Yeah.
okay.
But no, in general, I don't think women lack confidence to lead. I don't lack confidence
I think
to lead.
they just don't want to. Like, it's not, like, they can lead, like, for certain things, they can lead, you know what I'm saying? But it's, like, other things we don't want to do, you know? Like,
Women don't do what we don't want to do.
yeah.
We have the confidence and
Like, I know that I
What's
can,
the word
like,
I'm looking for?
do certain things, but it's just, like, I don't want to. I just have no desire to.
yeah. Anyway, no. The answer is no.
Okay. I think that's a fair answer. I think it would be crazy for you to answer anything else.
Yeah.
Do
Okay,
you have any
let's
questions for us?
yeah, let's see what the women want to know.
Okay.
Why are men better equipped to act in high pressure situations? See, these are the questions that I feel like a man wrote that.
Yeah. Like, these are so...
Good question. We're better equipped for high pressure situations.
Okay. I get that one.
Or why do you believe? Not why are you, but
No,
why
we-
do you
yeah.
believe that men are better equipped to act in high pressure
Okay.
situations?
Don't...
Because I think we're used to the high pressure situations most of the time.
We're use?
We're used.
Oh, okay.
What?
Okay.
She didn't hear you.
Yeah, like sports.
Because
That's-
women don't play sports.
Yeah.
You
they
didn't let
don't
me
do
finish.
anything.
You didn't let me finish. Because I think men tend to be more competitive than women. So there's more pressure. That's my
They
take.
don't crack.
I've played Catan with you.
They don't crack under pressure. They don't boil
are
under
you trying to
pressure.
say?
Is that what you're saying? Here's what I think.
Anyway, let's hear Max's opinion.
So do
Why
I.
are men better under pressure is the question.
Why do you believe?
Under pressure, right?
Under
Pressure cooker, right? Cooker in the kitchen. Cooker, she's in the kitchen cooking up.
Hey,
Sorry.
It's too late for this.
Sorry. Woo! Okay, sorry. I almost started rapping.
Papa Cat.
Woo! Okay.
That's
I
a
think
sneak peek.
this. Well, I think this. I think men are just quick to act, right? Let me give you a hypothetical.
Slow to think, quick to act.
What?
So I think,
No, I think that's accurate.
yeah,
I think I agree with you, Max.
Slow
Yeah.
to think.
yeah. So
I
I think,
think your first
and that
instinct
also-
is to act and not to think.
Yeah, that's another that goes along with are men stupider.
Yeah, not necessarily that they're stupid, just that they don't think.
Yeah, like they don't think about the consequences. They just think about like the singular thing that they're gonna do. Not
Like, they
the
don't even think, they just do.
Yeah, like they're like they have an idea, it pops into their head, and then they do it and they put it into action. But women think about, okay, if I do this, then what happens? And
Think
then
about
what,
every
like,
possible outcome
Yeah.
before they even think about acting on it.
but that could hinder you. What if there's a fire,
Yeah.
We're quick to think.
but slow to act,
Yeah.
slow to
Yeah.
anger, is what the Bible says.
It has nothing to do with this situation. Anyway,
Here's what I think. Okay,
answer the question.
what if, in a hypothetical, a baby's climbing a ladder? Okay, I see a baby climbing a ladder, 18 rung, A-frame, right? I see this baby climbing this ladder. You guys would go, oh my God, that baby's not allowed to climb that ladder. If he falls off, he's gonna get hurt.
I wouldn't go that far, but
I let him climb that ladder. I let him get 8, 9 feet, 10 feet in the air. If
They
he
gotta
may.
learn somehow,
If he
am I
may,
right?
Right?
They gotta learn somehow.
And then if he falls, I'm there to catch him. But I'm not trying to pre-pull him off this ladder because I know that he's got to learn someday how to.
Exactly.
okay,
How
well,
to build.
I don't know what he's talking about
Houses,
anymore. But
right?
have you guys seen those videos of like dad saves?
Catching balls.
Nope, dad saves.
Think about that. Catching a baseball. You never seen that.
No, wait,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
that is one of the clips. Like,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
just like
yeah.
dads being like quick to save the kid.
Oh, remember that
Grab
picture?
the
you
bat,
sent me?
think
and
they
they
Yeah,
just
just
dad
do.
grab.
saving
They
the
just
bat
swoop that
and the
kid
kid's
up.
face.
Yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Live and let learn.
Those I think, yeah, men are quick too.
Why do women hate it when men are happy?
I don't think I hate it when men are happy.
Do you hate how
don't
easy it
think
is to
that's
be
true.
for us to become happy?
I think
Let our fantasy football.
what upsets me more
Fantasy.
is the reason for the happiness.
Mm.
What?
But what if it's a cracker?
Then I'm happy for you.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's respectful.
Yeah, if you're happy for a genuinely good reason, I'm happy for you.
A ginger snap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy for you.
God, I do love me a ginger snap for real.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say on that.
So women don't hate it when men love the little things.
Nope.
Nope.
Take time to smell the flowers.
Yeah.
Autumn?
I was agreeing.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's...
Wrapped that up pretty nicely. You ready for my question?
We might have solved sexism. This issue.
I
And
think
that's
you're
what we
right.
do on this
HaveFun
podcast. Okay.
100% of people agree.
The last question I have for the both of you, but I do have another question after this.
150%.
Okay.
So, the last question, this is a hypothetical.
Mhm.
So I want you to close your eyes and picture yourself. You're on a flight. Where are you flying? I don't actually care. This isn't the question. But think about that. Think about wherever you're flying. Think about the captain driving the plane.
What?
Just
Driving the plane.
okay, he's flying the plane. He is steering the plane. The pilot. I'm reading this and it says captain, but I mean pilot. I didn't write the question.
Okay.
So the
Okay.
pilot is flying the plane. Not anymore. Drops dead. Pilot dead.
Okay.
How confident are you that you can land this plane?
Well, this leads back to your other question. Quick to act. Slow to think.
Confident am I?
Right?
How?
I'd be pretty
this
confident,
isn't,
right?
This isn't. Will you do it? This is how confident
No,
are
I'd
you
be
that
pretty
you
confident.
can do it?
I'd be pretty confident.
That you can land.
I'd probably look it up first, right? How to fly a plane.
Yeah.
Plane's going down.
The plane is
Okay,
You
what
have
kind
time
of
to
plane?
YouTube it?
What is this?
Yeah.
a
How would it be
Cessna?
going down?
The pilot died.
What are we on, a Cessna?
No,
or
still
what?
died.
Usually they put in like autopilot if you're going. I'd be going like somewhere like
The
not
pilot
Australia.
died.
I hate spiders.
The pilot.
I have a story to tell, actually.
Is this a
after this.
passenger plane?
You do have a story to tell?
What?
Yeah, after this.
Oh.
What kind of plane is this?
Obviously, it's a passenger plane.
So we're talking like 200 people.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think they do
Well,
have autopilot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But autopilot's
But it's
broken.
not on.
And
Is
both
it-
the co-pilot and the pilot are dead.
Well, I
Dead.
click it
They
on,
dropped
obviously.
dead.
I
They
turn on
actually
autopilot.
killed
You
each
are
other.
the only one that has to save the plane.
Well, there's obviously a steering wheel, so I just pull that up.
I think I have about 10% confidence that I can land a plane. I think
That
I
was
can get
the
it
What
to the
about
ground.
what about the co-pilot?
I
Dead
just
too.
told you that they
Co-pilot's dead.
killed each other.
Shot to the head.
They're
both of them.
gone. You are the only one that can fly the plane and land it.
Well, no, there's a bunch of
How
people, but
confident are you that you
some
can?
for some reason you stood up because you're quick to act and slow to think.
Yeah.
But a bee
So
landed
how
a plane.
confident are you?
I always go back to this. Jerry Seinfeld, the bee,
confident.
landed a
confident.
plane.
Scale
So how
of 10,
can I?
or
What?
actually percentage
When
wise.
Jerry Seinfeld was a bee, he landed a plane on a tarmac with the help of every
90%.
single bee
You're
in New
90%
York
sure that
City.
you could
Are you talking about Barry B. Benson?
fly
Yeah.
and land a plane.
I can figure it
Okay,
out.
I don't know why you went with.
You could figure it out on a
Okay.
moment's notice when
So
the
if he
plane is
can
already
do it, why
going down
can't
in
I?
a high stress.
We're doing this
I
thing
don't
again where
know.
we've got double conversations going, and
know.
I don't
you know Johnny's gonna hate that.
Depends on what the buttons
The audience
say.
is gonna hate it too.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, stop talking.
Sorry.
I
Okay.
was answering the question. So.
For some reason, Connor thinks he's got all the time in the world to YouTube how to do it, and so he's confident he can do it.
Well, if the buttons have
You got a
words
couple
on them,
minutes.
if the buttons have words
You
on
got a
them,
couple minutes, but
Yeah.
you really want to get YouTube.
It's true, you're on a plane.
well, you take airplane mode off, obviously, guys.
It doesn't work.
Like
Connor, have you ever been on a
take
plane?
airplane
You
mode
have to
off.
have like crazy coverage.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. You have one more question for who?
I've got a question
I have to pee, so let's.
from
I have to go home.
a viewer, but it's potential that they've been on this podcast.
Okay, so a viewer who may or may not be our friend.
Uh-huh. So they want to know, and we can all answer this.
It's probably Max.
Oh, so it's not just for one person on this couch.
Oh, we can all answer it, yeah.
Okay.
So the question is, what does it feel like to kiss Connor?
Oh, so we can't all answer this question.
I have no personal experience in this.
I've only kissed one person on this couch.
Okay. And who was it? The world may never know. Or maybe they will. I don't
They
know.
will because they've seen the vlog.
I've
Yeah, it was
kissed
in the
2
vlogs.
people on this couch.
Oh shoot! Not me.
What?
You'll claim that one, but you won't.
I've used deductive reasoning. She's a child. I've used deductive reasoning to find out that maybe Autumn has kissed Connor.
Maybe. Maybe.
So what does it feel like?
I feel like the question we need to be asking now is how does it feel to kiss Autumn, since more people on this couch have that experience.
Yeah, like,
Okay, you can answer that.
I'm the
Both of you
minority
guys can
here.
answer that.
I'm just kidding.
I'm the minority that's kissed Connor, so how, like...
Yeah.
The minority? What is this?
I feel like in general, she's in the minority of people in the world that have kissed you.
She's in the.
She's
in the
definitely not in the
minute.
Yeah,
majority.
how many people in the world have kissed you? What's the minority of people?
Whoa, whoa.
I don't even know. No, I'm just
Can't even
kidding.
count. Holy cow!
That was a joke.
Holy car.
That was a joke. That was a joke.
Another example of men not being funnier than women.
True. What? So Autumn,
I wasn't laughing. She was.
what do you have to say for yourself?
She was.
I love when Max doesn't
myself.
listen to me and just responds
About
with
kissing
true.
me?
Autumn, what do you have to say
He's
for
so
yourself?
agreeant.
Say for myself?
Yeah,
Why?
Defend yourself.
Connor.
Defend
kissing.
myself.
Rate him on a scale of 1 to 10 in
Oh,
the
yeah.
lip department.
Rate.
I'll plug my
Just
ears.
in the lip department.
Plug your...
This is an emotional, physical, mental, spiritual.
minorities.
In the lip department, what is he? 7 minutes in the closet.
Who
What do you rate
asked
him?
this question?
It was Nolan.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. I was gonna say that too.
That's funny.
Scale of 1 to 10.
Ask him.
10.
The
Just
gloves are
kidding.
coming
Just
off.
kidding. Just kidding.
What did you just say?
Just kidding.
The gloves are coming off.
Just kidding.
Nolan's gonna have to box.
No, we are setting up a boxing day. Her
Are
and
you
Grace
gonna-
are gonna box. Then me and Tyler.
I think
are
that
gonna
we should do
box.
the question the other way around. Because 2 people have kissed me on this couch.
All right, lay one on me, Con.
Hey, no.
That
Lay one on me.
If you want everyone to take a chance, I guess. At kissing Connor, I guess I will give one up. I mean, I'll take one for the
Give one up.
team. I'll take one for the team on this one.
You don't have to take one for
I'll
the
stand
team if
back,
someone
but-
volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to do it for me.
Let's get in that closet.
He needs some privacy.
Well, I don't kiss and tell.
Okay.
Well, I do, and I kissed Delaney, so.
Delaney, do you have any one last questions for
Multiple
anyone?
times. Today.
Yep. Okay, so here's some questions from my roommate. My roommates have been having a debate with men. Also, let's give you some backstory. We just think men have boring lives. We've been debating, why do men live such boring lives? And that's because we think every man... Nope, Connor. Nope, don't even. We think every man secretly wants to be, or has once in their life, wanted to be a teenage girl. So, Max, my question for you is, have you ever in your life considered what it would be like to be a teenage girl?
Are you asking me if I have considered being born a teenage girl? Or are you asking me...
You cannot be born a teenager.
Oh, right. But, like... Or are you asking me if I body swapped one day and woke up?
Either way.
Okay. I've definitely thought about it. I've definitely thought about every scenario. Well, who hasn't thought, what's the first thing you would do?
Well, that was my
Right.
that was my initial opinion. I feel like everyone's at least
Get me like that.
thought about it. Okay, now my alternate question. This has a part 2. Would you rather be a teenage girl or a crow?
Oh, my Lord. Well, for me, this comes down to simply a knowledge-based question.
Okay.
Okay? I consider, this is just my opinion, I consider a teenage girl to be of average intelligence. I consider a crow to be very low on the ladder of intelligence.
Interesting. I think
A
you
bird
need
brain.
to debate this with Caleb Smiley, but you keep going.
Okay?
He
And
has very differing opinions.
for me, knowledge is power. Power is pain, right? Happiness comes from simplicity.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I'd rather be a bird than a teenage girl.
A bird.
Interesting.
But is happiness the goal? That's sometimes you
Guess
gotta
that's
sit
up to
down and
you.
ask yourself that, right?
Okay.
Me personally, I consider myself happy already. I'm not chasing happiness.
Yeah.
I'm chasing stability.
So you think you'll find stability in being a crow?
I do think that. I do think
Okay.
that. I don't strike you as a stable.
I'm not a teenage girl
I
anymore.
don't strike you as a stable person.
There's only one teenage girl on this
I
couch.
don't strike you. I don't strike
I don't strike you as a stable person.
Do you want to know what your
I strike you as
answer
unstable.
means?
What?
Do you want to know what your answer means?
Okay.
Well, let's first give you the reasoning. I was just asking all men if they've ever thought about being a teenage girl, and we called our roommate's dad, and he kind of threw a fit about it and was like, why would I want to be a teenage girl? Like, that sounds so stressful. Like, I would much rather live my life as a crow. And then we really debated this. So that's where the crow came from. But we've also decided that if you say that you have thought about being a teenage girl once in your life, you're telling the truth. If you say that you haven't and that you would rather be a crow, that's because you are unconfident in your own masculinity. You're too embarrassed or ashamed to admit
be a girl.
to admit to ever considering being a girl, that you would rather live your life as an arguably stupid animal.
Yeah.
Well, why do you think our lives are boring?
You really took it way back. I said that a while ago.
Well, yeah.
But this is what started the conversation. Every night, my roommates and I sit together on the floor and we debrief every single interaction that we've had.
Is debrief the right word?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's analyze.
Analyze
It's the
is
same
also
thing.
the same word, but debrief is just like,
Airing everything out.
yeah, it's like,
You're debriefing
debrief.
your
Airing
day.
everything out.
no, it's like,
No.
it's when you analyze everything that just happened.
Okay.
You debrief it. So basically, we'll sit there and we'll talk about every interaction that we've had. And we were like, men don't think about the interactions that they've had like this. Like, men don't have interactions like this. Men just live boring lives. Like, they don't have floor time with their roommates.
You should hear us debating LeBron versus Jordan. Then
Okay.
tell me that.
Okay.
Nolan.
Maybe you can make an argument for it.
Nolan.
I don't really want to hear it right now.
They do have debriefs about their like day and their lives though, and like what's going on. Like I feel like they don't do it about like the little things, but if something's big or they have a decision to make, or like they're thinking of making a change in their life, they always like have a debrief about that though.
Interesting.
Yeah, I like to avoid the setting
Because
of
then you
dread.
tell me about the debrief.
Of what?
I like to avoid dread setting in. When I start thinking, I'm coming down. You know what I mean? The less I think, the higher I am.
All right, Max, bring us to our next segment.
To sum it all up, if I'm crowing, I'm broing. You feel me on that?
Yes.
Give me some skin.
Oh, they're getting all broy.
It's fearless.
Nice.
Follow
Hey.
on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey,
Hope to be a guest star again because I'm obviously the best one.
let me be a 3-peat.
If you want these suckers back on the pod,
For a 3-peat.
Or if you want anybody else to come back. If you want any repeat guests,
I think I want Trey to be on
Tell
the
us who
pod.
they
He's
are.
only ever been a phone call guest,
Oh,
and I
that's
think that
true.
I think he deserves justice for that.
we haven't had a
He
phone call
deserves
in a
more.
while.
or
Why aren't you guys calling us?
is there any guests that you don't want to see on the pod?
That's true. Tell us that too. We take your opinions into
Let me
account.
see.
We're not asking you, Autumn. We're asking the viewers.
We're asking the viewers,
Okay. You
don't-
audience.
you don't
can
gotta tell us
comment
right now.
on
I
it.
can't consider it though. I can't.
You can
consider it?
consider it,
Okay, I'm
let,
considering.
let us hear your considerations.
but you can anonymously tell us who you don't want, and I'll
Okay.
take it into consideration.
There we
I
go.
think that we've certainly done a lot here in terms of diffusing the barrier, the social barrier between our genders, right?
We single-handedly solved sexism.
Single-handedly.
There's like
Amen.
8 hands right here, right?
150%
I don't know.
of the whole population
What?
solved sexism.
No,
Yep.
no, that's not how math works.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
150.
Remember,
no.
I'm so good at math. Remember?
100% of women don't believe in sexism. 50% of men do.
What?
That's true.
God, that is
Anyway.
a mathematician question. Mathematicians, sound off in the comments. Try to make sense of what Autumn
We have
just said.
75.
Kidding.
This is the actual math. We have 75% of all humanity right here on the couch.
Mhm.
You know,
We're about a small sample.
100% of women and 50% of men.
We speak for the people, though. We're a
But
small
not-
sampling, a little trickling. you
Yes.
know, a little sample size.
But these were your questions. And if you have any more, you can still send them in.
So feel free to DM us, both of us. The DMs are constantly open for questions, concerns, comments, conundrums, questions. Did I say that already?
Statements.
I don't
You have
know.
opinions. We want to hear them
Yeah.
on anything.
Pop
On this
culture.
podcast. Yeah, pop culture, the news.
I gotta get to work. I'm working the midnight shift at McD's, so
Yep.
I've actually gotta go.
You're late by an hour.
Okay, hurry up.
Okay, guys. Okay, yeah, I got nothing.
Okay.
Okay, don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget to...
to have fun.
No, orelites divertite.
He
Good
did.
luck, Charlie.
You just listened to a HaveFun